welcome back to my channel for another vlog, a bookish vlog, a reading vlog, homebody vlog, whatever you want to call it at this point, bookish diaries. I'm just always home when I vlog and I'm usually in some house clothes, so you can call it whatever you want. Yeah. So I want to start off this vlog with talking about some of my reading goals for the summer. It's not going to be the typical romance, contemporary type of vibe for the summer for me. Usually I'm all for the contemporary romance in the summertime. It has the vibes, and of course I'm going to sprinkle it in there every now and then. I'll probably touch on which books will be sprinkled into later on in this vlog. But for now I'm just going to tell you about the fantasy romances that I really want to read. I am a fantasy girly deep inside, but I feel like I don't have the credentials to be that. You know, like I feel like within my short bookish time, I feel like I haven't read that many fantasy romances. I mean, that many fantasy books, period. I say fantasy romance because every fantasy book that I read usually has romance in there. I'm not opposed to books that don't have romance, but I love a little sprinkle of something in there. It doesn't have to be a full-on romantasy, but romance has to be in there a tiny bit, a little something to keep me going, you know? Anywho, yeah, so let me tell you my list. I'll tell you the list very quickly because I'm running out of memory on my memory card. So, I'm running out of space on the card, whatever. I don't have time to be explaining. Let me tell you what books I have on my list of reads for the summer. Okay, so in random order, I really want to read A Kiss of Iron by Claire Sager. This is the Shadows of the Tenebrae Court, or Tenebris Court, but I feel like it's supposed to be Tenebrae. I don't know. Anyways, A Kiss of Iron is the first book in this series. As far as I know, there's only 2 books in this series out so far. I think this book people describe as, like, if you like A Court of Silver Flames, you'll like this book. I think so. Either they're saying that about this book or they're saying it about, what is it called? Blood and Steel by Helen Schurer. Don't know if I'm saying that correctly. So yeah, Blood and Steel is another series that I really want to read this summer. And that one has, I think, 4 books out, which is kind of a lot so far. But yeah, so it's either Blood and Steel or it's A Kiss of Iron that people compare to A Court of Silver Flames, like a Nesta and Cassian type of romance. But I can't remember which one it is. But most of you know I love that book. I love that couple. So if I can find another series with that similar type of romance, I'm all for it. Okay, so another series that I want to read is called, well, the first book is called Dark City Omega by Elizabeth Stevens, by Elizabeth Stevens. This is the Beasts of Gadamora series. This is by a Black author, Black female main character. I don't know if the male love interest is also Black. I'm hoping so, but nowadays, who knows? But I am very much intrigued. The only thing is, I feel like somewhere, like a year or so ago, or whenever I first heard about this, I don't even know. Could have been just months ago, I don't know. But I feel like when I first heard about it, that I heard that it was a reverse harem story. But then when I read something recently of it, it didn't seem like a reverse harem. It seemed like a regular romance. So if you know, please tell me, because I don't like reverse harem. It's not my thing. So if this is reverse harem, I will not be reading it. But if it's not, I'm all for it, okay? So I also want to read Heart of Night and Fire by Nisha J. Tooley. I believe there's only 2 books in this series out so far. I don't know if it's a duology or not. I haven't seen anyone speak about this at all. So we'll see if I like it. It looks interesting. The covers are really beautiful, so we'll see. I also want to read the Fae Isles series by Lisette Marshall. The first book is called Court of Blood and Bindings. This one has mixed reviews, but I'm still very much intrigued. I feel like I'm gonna like it. It's a Fae romance, fantasy type of thing, so I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna like it. I don't know. This one has very mixed reviews. I really want to read Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I want to finally get into this series. I saw like a really cool like collage of it on TikTok recently, and the music that was playing, I was like, oh, okay, this looks very interesting. Like, I'm here for it. I don't think this has romance in it, which is fine with me. Okay, so I had to quickly delete something. I think I only have a minute worth of memory right now. Anywho, I was saying Red Rising, yes, that series seems to be kind of iconic. Everyone seems to really love it, has great things to say about it, and it seems to be one of those staple fantasy series that people love. I don't think there's romance in there, but again, I don't care. That's fine. Okay, I know I was just saying that I need romance in my fantasies, but I don't. I really don't. As long as the story is great, then I'll be fine, okay? That's all. Because this is going to cut off. My camera, the memory is up, so let me just... I think there's more fantasy books that I want to read. I'm not going to get to everything this summer, but this is the gist of it, okay? Now I'm stressed and I'm hot. Okay. Okay, so I wanted to do a little mini book haul. I just got some books recently, all very, very discounted, so we love that. I realized like maybe should I call these like home diaries videos or something, because I'm just always in my house clothes, so I don't know, whatever. Anywho, so let me show you some books that I have acquired recently. So I got A River of Golden Bones by A.K. Mulford. This is the first book in her new series. I have the first 3 books. Yeah, I have the first 3 books in her other series. I forgot what that one's called. That one's about witches or something. I just haven't read that one yet. Why do I have the first 3 books and I haven't even read the first book in that series? Don't ask, okay? Don't ask. Anyways, now I have the first book in her next series. I can't explain myself. I don't know. I'm really supporting this author and I have yet to read her books. So anyways, we'll see how this goes. I have no idea what it's about, but I'm going to get to it soon. Even though it's like, I know my other books are like, read me, read me. We've been here for months, for years. I'll get to those books, okay? I will. Anywho, next I got Fall of Ruin and Wrath by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Why did I buy this? I genuinely do not know, because I did not continue with the From Blood and Ash series. I did read the first 4 books, I believe, but that series just keeps going and going and going. Then there's a spin-off series or like a companion series. Like there's just too much within this universe. Well, within that universe of From Blood and Ash. It's just too much. It's just too much. I even sold my From Blood and Ash books. And I didn't hate the first book. I know most people hated the first book but loved the rest of the series. I actually loved the first book, and as the series went on I was just like, this is just too much for me. But yeah, that series just went on and on. Anywho, so the fact that I bought this one, even though I got it for super cheap, but still, like, why did I get this? I don't know. I really don't know. And is it adult? Because why is it so small? It's so short. I hate having my adult hardcovers be so short because I don't put my YA books and my adult books together. So this is not going to look right with my adult hardcovers. It doesn't even look right with my adult paperbacks because I feel like I'm saying adult so many times, because my adult paperbacks are even taller than this. So it's just gonna look so odd. So what am I gonna do with this now? Anywho, I haven't heard great things about this, but I heard it's a fun time, so we shall see. I can't explain my book buying choices. Another adult hardcover that I got that's super short. The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Granted, yes, I do own this series in paperback. I have all the first 3 books for this series, all in paperback. They're gorgeous, beautiful, love them on my shelf. And then I was like, let me buy the hardcover. Like, it's so cheap, I'm gonna get the hardcover. Look how tiny it is. It's shorter than the paperbacks of this series. Like, why is it so small? It's an adult book. Why is it so small? Like, what am I gonna do with this? Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Okay, let's move along. I mean, it's my fault for buying a hardcover of a book that I already own in paperback anyway, so that's my fault. Okay, speaking of, you know, YA books that are this size. So I got this book called Thieves Gambit by Kavion Lewis. So this is a YA thriller, or not thriller, but like a suspense competition type of book. Dark Academia? Something like that. I don't remember. I read the synopsis, which is why I bought it. I thought it sounded very interesting. It had great reviews, like really great reviews. And it's by a Black author, Black main characters. I believe both the guy and the girl are both Black, and there should be some romance in it. So I was like, okay, this seems interesting. There's supposed to be like high stakes and things like that. I don't know. It seems very interesting, and I'm like, okay, you know, I haven't bought a YA book in quite some time, so let me get it. So I'm actually excited for this one. I don't really like books that are red covers, only because it just doesn't go well with the books that I already have, but it works. It fits in, so it's okay. Am I a book reader or a book collector? I don't know at this point. Anywho, yeah. So next I got the first 2 books in the Addicted series. Okay, this might be a little random because I've never spoken about these books before. I've never even mentioned wanting to read them, but I have always wanted to read these. But it's a very, very long series, and I think there's a like spin-off series to it or whatever. So I don't know when I'm gonna get to this, but well, actually, I kind of want to start this soon. I feel like it would be a nice summer read, but I have so many other romance books that would be great summer reads. So I don't know. But anywho, yeah, so I have the first book called Addicted to You. It's by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I believe they're sisters. And I have the second book, which is called Ricochet. Anyhow, yeah, I don't know is each book about different couples? Is this an interconnected standalone series? I really don't know. All I know is that I think in the first book, the couple is like a toxic couple that's, well, I don't know if they're toxic, but I mean, it's given toxic from what I can remember, because I think they're both alcoholics, drug addicts, sex addicts. I think they're sex addicts. I think that's what it is. Yeah, and I feel like this might give me some Magnolia Parks vibes, maybe. Who knows? Okay, I don't know. Yeah, anyways, that's my mini book haul. I feel like I was rambling quite a lot about nonsense, but yeah, that's my little bit of a book haul. I think I'm going to end the vlog here and begin a new vlog or film another video or something. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and that is all for today. I'll see you next time.